Archaeologists and ancient historians have classified human society in terms of the scale and complexity of their social organization. The most widely accepted system is a fourfold classification into bands, segmentary societies or tribes, chiefdoms, and states or civilizations. The band is the typical form of society among hunters-gatherers. Bands are small-scale societies, numbering usually less than 100 people. Most members of a band are related to one another by birth or marriage. They are organized in small groups of nomadic families and use only simple and easily portable technologies. The band cooperated for hunting and gathering purposes and preceded settled agricultural societies. The organizing principles are kin selection and reciprocal altruism, which form the basis of patrimonial ties recently emphasized by Professor Fukuyama's study of the origins of political order. Such societies were highly egalitarian and leaders emerged based on group consensus. Formal leadership is usually absent and there are few disparities of wealth or status between members. The first major institutional transition occurred in the transition from band-level societies to tribe-level societies. Tribes are segmentary societies, numbering up to a few thousand people. This is often associated with settled farming peoples. Segmentary societies are usually divided into several villages, communities, and are integrated into the greater society by kinship ties. Tribes are larger societies and require a different form of social organization to achieve cohesion. Band-level familial ties alone are insufficient. Religion and religious institutions is a common element in the emergence of larger, more complex social structures. Tribes build permanent structures for conducting religious ceremonies that often have practical purposes in building social cohesion. The earliest form of religion is ancestor worship and existed in all societies. Being able to trace back to a common ancestor was a means of defining relationships among bands within the tribe. The belief in the power of dead ancestors or unborn descendants to protect the well-being of the members of the larger kinship group became a central organization principle for the larger tribe. Tribes have more formal leadership than bands, but leaders usually lack real coercive power. The segmentary nature of tribe-level societies that can easily disintegrate into bands impose limits on the coercive power the leader can possess. The basic organizational form of tribal societies was grounded in kinship ties. The tribes would unite for a specific common purpose, for example, for defense or conquest. The segmentary organization of tribal societies were prone to break down into smaller, self-governing units in the form of the band. Bands remained the primary focus of individual loyalty. The strong patrimonial kinship ties within the smaller band weakens state-citizen relations of the tribal societies. Their failure to tie citizens to the state accounts for the tendency of tribal societies to break down after a period of time.